Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Weekly Currency with Murphex Traders. This week we're going to be looking at the Great Britain pound against the US dollar and then gold against the US dollar too. So let's do a recap of our trades last week and see how we performed last week. So for USD Canadian dollar, our trade didn't actually get to our execution point or our entry point where we were actually expecting either a buy or a sell, but eventually got to our midpoint, and there were two candles that actually triggered the buy. If you actually want to know more about these special candles that actually control a lot in the market, this was one of it. More details on this candle will be revealed if you actually enroll in our online classes. And then this is the second one. So these two candles in this midpoint actually triggered this whole buy, and then the candle again verified it here. Okay, this is not completely it, but in the same light, it actually okay, we can just say no to that one because it's not actually good, because you can see it happen somewhere else and it might not really give you what you want. But this one is actually the perfect one, and this three here is actually another one. So moving on, let's check out Euro CHF. Euro CHF triggered our buy limit. It triggered our buy limit. Let's get this out of the way. Delete. Now it triggered our buy limit here, and let's go closer. So it triggered our buy limit here, and okay, it's zoomed in and a lot of things started. So we triggered our buy limit here, and this was our stop loss, and it bought for about, let's say, give or take 18 pips, and our aim was 20 pips. So if you were actually wise enough and you were smart enough, you would have protected your profits at this point. This was the first pullback, or probably, yeah, let's see here. This was the first pullback. Okay, this was the first sell we got. So when this first sell triggered, a lot of people contacted me and were like, wow, because they were actually waiting for the buy limits. They placed the sell, and at this point, when their buy trade or buy limit triggered, they actually placed the buy, and then I think it was around this point here, and then they placed the buy, and then it delivered about, it actually gave 20 pips. Probably I just summed it up, it was about 23 pips. Wow. So it gave 20 pips, and our take profit was at this support and resistance point. But a lot of us broke out at some exited at this point. This was the nearest support, which was about 12 pips, and some actually waited for it to go up a bit, and when they noticed this pullback and then this shoot again, they closed it at this point. So either way, some people benefited, and some that were a bit more patient were still lucky again here. When it pulled back down, it didn't really get to the stop loss points. It went back up again and delivered about, let's say from the entry points, delivered about 17 pips. So There was too many rooms for ins and outs, but at the end of the day, we didn't really get to our target. So, but it must not always be perfect. Market is actually based on opinions, and one day you might actually get everything spot on, and the other day you might, not really get what you want. So we even look at Euro USD. This was how it performed the last time. We actually got to the take profit point. This was our entry point. Sorry, this was our stop loss. It triggered here, and it gave about. This was in our first episode. It gave about 75 pips. So that's actually something, and it's now that it's actually breaking out from the trend line. And this week, we're, without actually making the video more lengthy, we'll be looking at GBPUSD. So, analyzing with the 4-hour charts, we say that this happened. Okay, this happened. Okay. This happened. Okay. Connected there, but I can do this too. Okay, yeah. And yes, we connect the midpoints. Good. So, from what we have here now, these are support and resistance line, and these good. This is the point we're looking for. So we go back to H4 or H1. This is H4, but we'll look at it in H1. Sorry. So from our chart here, our daily chart. First of all, looking at it in our daily chart, we can actually see that this market is well and properly set for a buy trade. And from our buy trade here, is about 143 pips. Wow. Like, wow. This forming at the support region, but there might be a few mix up here. So for us to play safe here, if this candle stays the same, so there'll be 2 more candles forming this weekend and will be visible in the MT4 app. So we're going back to look at something. I need a clarification here. Okay, it happened, yes. Okay. Okay, so back to H4. D1 says it's going to be a buy. This is a bullish engulfing candle. That's another buy signal. And then we go for H1. This is another buy. This is another buy signal. But then again, this is the sell. And this right here is a buy signal. Okay. So there are a lot of indication that it's going to actually be a buy trade. But then again, they are just merely indications. So being in a safe place, we would let the market actually do what it wants to do to this point. Now, the market is only consolidating, so it can actually get to the support region. It might have already gotten to the support region here, but this is our midpoint, as usual, our guaranteed midpoint. So our take profit is going to be at our buy stop is going to be at buy stop 1.2948. Good. There's our buy stop. And now stop loss, which was sorry, what? Sorry. This we have to change our buy to be at this one. Let's put our buy limit there. Buy limit. I think that's much better. So the buy limit triggers there, so we can actually have more room for stop loss. Yes, perfect. And our take profits, we'll break them down. The midpoint will be our take profit 1, and we just let it go to the end. So we say take profit 1. TP1, and then I'll take profit 2. TP2. Good. And this is our stop loss. Sorry, SL. Good. So our stop loss being at this point, our buy limit here, and if you find a candle, buy candlestick formation forming around this region, we execute the buy. Or if the buy trade around this point, or it triggers around this point, no, I think that's relevant. So we'll leave it at this. So our GBPUSD will be at this. Still have a feeling that it would actually get to this point. From our daily candle, that candlestick formation actually proves that it is actually heading for the midpoint, and the midpoint is around here. There's a strong feeling that it is getting to that midpoint, which is about okay. I have a better look at this before. Good. Okay. So, oh yeah. So this point is actually where we're waiting for. So I have to think of our buy limit a bit. $382 pips. It won't just move there straight off, definitely. So we say so our buy limit will be at, you place your buy limit at 128,687. Yeah. Stepping it up a bit. Should be around this point. Good. Just underneath the blue box. Yeah. So just underneath the purple box. Yeah. So we'll put it there. Yeah, I think that's way better, because I feel it might not actually get to that point, but if it does, fine and good. If it doesn't, all right. Hold on. This is heads and shoulders, but not a complete one, so it's actually relevant. So now, we're heading for this point. This is our point. So we'll leave it at that. So that's for GBPUSD. So we move on to gold. Cold bloody bastard. So gold now. Good. From all indications here, let's look at H4. Look at the okay. Good. This is so this is pending on our street. Good. And then I'll take So this is it. This is the pending order. Sell stop point. Sell stop entry. This is our stop loss. Stop loss for both this is just easy. Buy stop. Good. And this is for the take profit. T profit. This is our take profit for sell take profit. So take note of the price. Now, why this decision is being made? Because might not look. This is just me looking at the market and actually telling what it's actually going to. So without me saying anything, so better I come out and say something. So now this market is approaching a region where it has been consistent in. This is just me talking about the market structure. This is a region where it has been consistent in respecting. So we would actually wait for it to, get back to this point. You see, whenever it gets to this point, it forms strategic candles or key candles that actually make it run in its direction. So what we are going to do is okay, what we're going to do is see what happened here. This was the buy signal. This was another one, and this was another one, and this was another one. Now the candlestick formation at this point here will determine the trade we're going to be going in for. So if it places if it forms a buy candle here, then we don't even have a problem. It might, it will, or it might, because it's not guaranteed, it's not certain, because we don't run the market. So if it gets to this point, and forms a sell candle, boom, we go in and activate our sell stop. So why did this go out? Sell take profit. Okay, I put it in the wrong place. So these are sell take profit, and this is our buy take profit. When the trade triggers, remember, it is when the trade triggers, then, or you could actually just set it to when I'm executing the stop, the buy stop. So these are the different points. So we wait for it to get to this point. When it gets to this point, it then triggers. Now, if it forms a buy candle, if you're good with your candlestick, if you're good with your candlesticks, then you would actually know what will happen at that point when it gets to that point. So the thing is not actually relying on just one thing. We are relying on like two things here, which is our trend line and then our resistance and support. Okay, three things: trend line, resistance and support, and then also, or the horizontal resistance, because our trend line is also a support point. So our horizontal trading line, support line, and also the trend line, the resistance and support. And then whatever forms at this point will determine the direction of the market. So when a buy trade or a buy signal forms here, we go in, we fist for a buy. When it forms a sell signal, we fist for a sell. So guys, I'm still not seeing my toothache. I pulled my teeth during the week, so I can't really talk for long. So I think this is the best I can do. That's why I have not been too consistent. Wow, I'm even in pains right now. Man, it hurts. So guys, that will be all from now for now, and see you again next week. And also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content, and also make sure you drop your results from every of our analysis. And if you actually profited from it, make sure you also drop a comment, because your review is always appreciated. And also, if you want to enroll for our online classes, make sure you drop a message, and we'll contact you in future or whenever we see it. So thank you guys, and bye.